All right, I believe we are live. It is Friday, August 6th. The time is 5:01 p.m. and it's around 28 degrees Celsius. And I'm here at Eglinton Park. And I'm just firing up the stream here on my scooter. I see we have all of 0 people watching so far. Let me just give myself a like here. And I'm seeing a spinning circle as I try to connect up. According to my software here, we're at full strength and we have a couple of viewers in the chat already. So I'm not sure what exactly the issue here is. Maybe it's my cell phone provider that's not being very strong. Okay, we got some people coming in here. Let me know how the stream looks and sounds. Hello, Shervin and Amir. Let me get my scooter ready to go here. I am using Bell and not Rogers as my primary service provider for this. So I'm a little bit curious to see how this goes. That's really the point of this stream, is just to test out the new provider. All right, it seems I might not be on the wide angle mode. Let me just tinker with this for a sec and set that up before we set off. And just a friendly reminder, I typically cannot see the chat while I'm riding. All right, let me throw the streaming phone into the wide angle lens. I think that'll be a bit better. If I can see how to do that here. Streaming. Camera set. What am I doing? I don't need to... Sorry guys, I forgot to set up that one thing here. Back ultra wide. There we go. That should be much better. Hello to Bevy, Shishi, Teratopia, Allison, Tara, Amir, Captain Kurt. All right, let's see how this looks. Hopefully it looks better. So I think I'm just going to head downtown. We'll head downtown. Maybe I'll just run through Bloor along the Annex and Koreatown and back. I've been wanting to get out on the scooter, but I haven't lately. But I did do a video on the bike a few days ago. That'll be going up on Monday. That was a collaboration with CJ Hoyle. And I also did the e-bike ride that went up yesterday on the channel. So again, we are streaming with Bell as the main provider, Rogers as the backup provider, Freedom on the phone that you see on my handlebars. If you're wondering, this scooter is the tech trendy ES commute scooter. Hey, look at this. There's a guy hanging over the street here. This seems very safe. I'm sure it is. Rolling with Ian, I have not. So if you guys could let me know how the video is holding up. I'm curious to see, as this is something new yet again. And I apologize for a bit of a cliched ride today. I didn't really feel like dragging this thing onto the subway and going somewhere far to start. So I just started from right where I live. So it's going to be a bit of a familiar route. Before I start doing more adventurous things, I want to make sure I get the connection all squared out. As the last time you'll recall, if I did an e-scooter live stream, we had some issues on the Danforth. It was that stream that kept cutting out, along with my beaches stream, that got me fed up with Rogers. I can't really blame either of my providers for issues on the islands yesterday. That is not a place that is known for good connections. I'll try to stop talking about the boring world of data providers. But here we are, Friday late afternoon. I'm thinking of going out tonight and recording a video or two. I spent my day just editing the video that's going up tomorrow and the one that'll be up on Monday. I also redid the thumbnail for this morning's video as I didn't like it. So we're going south on Duplex here. But let's turn on to Yonge. I'll make a left at my next opportunity that comes up. And straight ahead is the Chesterfield shop. And they just opened a new location on King East, right around EQ3 and some of the other spendy furniture shops. They're having their soft grand opening when I was there. And it's south on Yonge. If you're wondering, I'm going 20 kilometers per hour, taking things a bit easier. And I got news that there was just a heavy downpour on the east end of the city about 20 minutes ago. I found that a bit surprising. I checked the hourly forecast and it said it would be clear this evening. Otherwise, I probably would have thought twice about hopping out on this thing. Hello, Yogi and Maroof. Brad Palmer is here. Jim B is here. Sorry, I can only catch very brief parts of the chat. Ooh, I think I made this car think twice about turning. So yeah, I think I'll go south down to Bloor, and then we'll just scoot west along Bloor, and then I'll turn around and head back north at some point. Then I'll grab some dinner and turn around and head out again to record a few videos. I was thinking maybe West Queen West. Maybe do that after 9 p.m. once the sun is down. Artist says your daughter is asking if I'm planning on doing a video in Scarborough soon. I think I'm going to do Scarborough Town Center soon. It's a mall I have not been to for as long as I can remember. I almost want to say the early 2000s. I was just outside of the Scarborough Town Center last year recording a cycling video, and I left my sunglasses there, but I didn't go inside the mall. And I've got another Scarborough walk, at least roughly penciled in. North of Lawrence, I found an interesting little commercial area. So I think that'll make for an interesting walk. And whenever I go to Scarborough, I try to bring my live streaming gear and make it a 2-for-1. Maybe I need to adjust the camera. I don't know. It looks... I can't really tell because my phone is mounted slightly crooked on my handlebars. So it makes everything look like it's a little bit tilted, but I can't really tell. Especially not while I'm moving. Let's see here. We got a red light coming up. This might be a chance to reevaluate. And we're in the Deer Park neighborhood, nestled between Moore Park and Forest Hill. Oh, I think that might be okay, actually. Debbie says tilted to the left. Let's see if that fixes it. Disciple says Bell's a better network than Rogers in Toronto. Well, Bell and Telus combine their infrastructure together. So their network performance is very, very similar. Rogers is kind of a lone wolf in that they have their entire network all to themselves. But I think typically in network performance scores, Bell and Telus do perform a bit better than Rogers. But when I started streaming, I was using Telus, and it was letting me down, so I switched to Rogers and I found it was much better. So it's kind of weird that I'm switching back like this. Oh well. Hey, we've got a right turning car. Yeah, I don't know. Too much effort on that. Too much effort to make it. There's already Orion rides. Vivian got no notification. Amedic's Mind. Hope you're holding up well. He's been going through a living hell, so to speak, or at least a hellscape, if you look at some of the pictures from out west. Really sorry to see you go through that. But after reading your book, I know of all the people in this world, you can handle it. So we're still in Midtown. I'm just glad this damn provider is working. Oh, we got a super chat. A medic's mind. $10. Can't do a big one today, but here's a little something for a beverage. A medic's mind. Thank you so much for the $10. And we hope that situation gets sorted sooner than later. I was not aware of what he was going through. I knew it was coming because he had mentioned it. But it was not too long ago I got wind of the full extent of everything on Instagram. I'm not not really one for social media. Oh, we got an ambulance with its lights on straight ahead here. I'm gonna slow down. We've got people beside the bike lane. I'm going downhill at a really good speed. Oh, there's police here too. And there's a police officer getting into the passenger door of the ambulance. That was interesting. Okie dokie. Welcome to Toronto, folks. Is that the rat who plays Danganronpa? Let me just pull off here for a sec. Happy birthday to you again, although I think it was your birthday yesterday. Hey medic, hold my beer, enjoying the stream. Johnny, thanks, the rat who plays Danganronpa, for the $20 down in Florida. Who can tell me which way this van is going? Oh, now he puts his indicator on. Let's not signal until it's time to turn. Good job there, Longo's Grocery Gateway. Thanks again, A Medic's Mind, and I hope you're not offended if I say the rat. And here is Price Street. I wonder what's going to become of this old Staples on the right. I think there's a condo. Whoop, what do we have here? Enrico, are you kidding me? For the Ivy League Education Fund. Enrico! I'm almost embarrassed to say that amount. There's a lot of zeros involved. Enrico, thank you very much for the $300. You have just paid for my new Bell SIM card for multiple months. My kids aren't just going to Yale now. I might be able to put them into Yale with low SAT scores like all those celebrities did to their kids. Lisa D says drinks on strides. No, actually it's drinks on Enrico. Thank you very much, Enrico. And for channel members, I uploaded a short exclusive video earlier today. I do have another members video ready. I'm gonna wait about a week just to space it out. But that one is actually me recording CJ Hoyle's ride. But since DJ is going to be posting that on his channel on Monday, I didn't think it was fair to release that to the masses. So I'm going to send it out to members. So his ride will be from his perspective. And then the one I send out to members will be the same ride from my perspective, with our dual commentary. Here's Belmont Street. So if you saw my Hidden Toronto video that I posted a few days ago, that was just off to the left of here. That's where you'll find the studio building. You can head down that street there, Almer. Although I think Severn Creek Park is the nicer way. And this is fun. I have an itch in my left heel. How do I scratch that while I'm riding? Ooh. The bike lanes are a bit choppy. Whoa, what are you doing? You know this is a bike lane, right? Are you aware that you are... What are you doing? You have... That's not your right of way. I gave that lady a very dirty look. And she was looking forward like... If she has a hash line there, I think that's the same intersection where some idiot cut in front of me on a previous biking stream, but because she has a solid line, she has to yield to everybody to her right. Pedestrians, cyclists, people illegally riding e-scooters, anyone to her right she has to yield to. But instead she just merged into the bike lane and decided not to yield. So, pardon my French, but fuck you to her and the horse she rode in on. And here comes Bloor Street. Let's let everyone cross here. Yeah, Vivian, she stopped and she made eye contact though, so I didn't think the bell was necessary. Rowing with Ian. YouTube will scan the video. It won't demonetize it, but if you swear within the first few minutes, it is likely to be flagged. However, they have clarified that if you swear later on in the video, as long as it's not excessive, they don't care. You can't mark your video for kids, which I never do. I never mark my videos as content for kids. So it's not an issue. I don't swear too often on this channel. I just thought it was definitely warranted in that situation. And we're now heading west on Bloor Street. Matthew says hearing Johnny swear is the highlight of his day. Michelle, text your friend. That's neat. So this is Yorkville. We're going at a nice gingerly pace right now. I'm going to take a few side roads in a second just to be able to pull over and grab a drink of water. Maybe I'll make sure, or I'll get past Avenue before I do that. Here is Avenue Road coming up. Harry Baguette is opening in Yorkville. That's neat. Artists. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't apologize for swearing, but I only do it once every 4 or 5 streams. So we've got a bit of a traffic jam here. Did I just get passed by a city bike? Things that don't normally happen. Oh, this new stretch of Bloor is nice. I almost don't want to get off of it. I was going to turn right here and just grab a drink of water. This new pavement is quite nice. Yeah, let's turn right here anyways. That lady there had an arrest John Tory sign. I lost my chat there for a second. There's a little park just up here. Let's just pull into here for a sec. So we are in the Annex neighborhood. Where, at least here on Prince Arthur, the bike lane is not too smooth. I'm just gonna pull in here and grab a drink of water. This is Tattle Creek Park. If you're wondering, there's the setup. A fabulous beast. Enrico's quite popular. So check this out, there's a fountain running. And some kids having fun there. All right, let's get back to Escootin. So this is a one-way street here. I think this is Lowther. I can't see a sign, but I think it is. Maybe we'll go join the fun on Bloor, although we're not missing a whole lot on this stretch of Bloor. Maybe I'll go over to Madison, then we'll head back to Bloor. This should be St. George. Oh, it's Huron Street. Oops. Shows what I know. I'm gonna turn left here. Let's go check out the Madison. It's a big pub and boutique hotel. I guarantee you it'll be packed later tonight, given that it's a Friday. The Madison Manor. My camera's slanted. Maybe that'll fix it a bit. Yeah, Bevy, it's located conveniently right by the University of Toronto St. George campus. There's also a George Brown campus just to the north of here, so it's got that university scene to it. That thing is not supposed to be in the bike lanes. That is the wrong kind of e-bike. So here we are in the Annex, riding directly towards the sun. Ideally, I would have the sun at my back. You know what? I kind of have an idea. What I'm gonna do... I can't do that at Brunswick. Oh, I can. All right. We're gonna go south down to Harvard. I can go south on Brunswick, even though it's a one-way street. We're gonna go south down to Harvard, then I'm gonna go over to maybe Grace, somewhere around there, and we'll come back up to Bloor and come back the other way when I have the sun at my back. And in the process, we get to check out this bike lane. There's where Tilt Arcade Bar used to be, which is now Auntie Lacey's Burgers. Doing some Annex riding. I do like how they carve out bike lanes going in both directions on the one-way streets. Did I just slant the camera more in the wrong direction? Let's try that. So here's Harvard Street. So I'm going to take this west for a bit. Our bike lanes here. I could go as far as Ossington, but I don't know if that's in the cards. Crosswalk light is flashing. Nobody is crossing. And you can definitely tell when I'm on the rougher surfaces based on the noises from my scooter rattling. When it's smooth, it doesn't really make any sound. But this is a pretty janky bike lane. And right when I say that, it gets a little bit better. Hey, Mike Landry. Lisa D got me on video going by. That's neat. I've been captured a few times like that, and sometimes people send me an Instagram, and then when I click it, it's a picture of me walking down the street holding a camera. '77 Drist, that is correct. That e-bike, I think they were 4-inch Kenda tires. It also had a pretty beefy suspension on it. So it would just eat up all the big bumps in the road like nothing. And on that note, my new e-bike is coming on Wednesday, according to FedEx. That'll be new e-bike 1 of 2. That's the Rise Fixie, and then I'll get the Move-In Union e-bike later this month, so I'll have 2. And that fat tire bike is going to be really useful for doing streams like this all year round. It's also got a range pushing 100 kilometers. Here is Gray Street. Oh, it's a one-way going south. I wonder if I can turn up it. Do they have a bike lane heading north on Grace? I can't really see. No, they do not. Now we're heading on top of the old Garrison Creek. And what I'm on now has been filled in, but it used to be a bridge a long time ago. You can see remnants of that bridge on the right there. Here's the second one-way going in this direction. This girl's turning up it. Do we have a bike lane here? Oh, we do. Let's take this. This is Montrose. I don't think I've ever been on this street before. It's a first for everything, I guess. And thanks to all 300 of you watching. I think I'm just a few subscribers shy of 55,000. Which is, I said I was going to stop celebrating these milestone-like numbers. But thanks to everyone who has subscribed. Maybe I'm at 55,000 now, I can't really see. But I was about 20 shy of that before this stream. There's Christie Pitts Park straight ahead. Alright, I'm going to let a few cyclists go by, and then we'll get back on Bloor, but now I've got the sun at my back. So this is definitely much better from a lighting perspective. Hopefully the image looks a lot better. Here's Gray Street. So we are entering Koreatown. And I know that Ken just hit 5,000 subscribers. I reached out to Ken to ask him about doing some collaborations. We'll do a live stream together, I think, and a couple of walking videos. I know people like the one we did last year. And I'll see about doing another one with CJ Hoyle already. Ooh. Good to see people out in Koreatown. Right through the red light. No F's given by that guy. Yeah, maybe there's Ryan Rides. Ian also does videos. Tom Tim Tung. Might be neat. Maybe everyone could get together. Those of us that live stream, me, Ryan, Ken, Ian, could do something. I heard a rumor that Bevy might be traveling up to Toronto at some point. I'll make a bigger effort to do collaborations with others. And maybe even do a few with some smaller channels that are just starting out and get them some exposure. I don't really want to get close to this truck here. It's kind of blasting very inappropriate music, you could say. Worlds are colliding. Well, my first collab of this year will be up on Monday. I talked about that yesterday, but that'll be a tour of the islands. Tomorrow will just be a video of the islands that was very similar to my live stream yesterday. except it'll be in much better quality. I started at the Center Island Pier, and I made my way north to that killer view of the skyline, and I went into Centerville Amusement Park on the way, which I also went into at the end of my live stream yesterday, and that was pretty fun. And Koreatown, we hardly knew ya. That is the end of that. No, I didn't, Susan. All right, Claudia, have a great night. Thanks for dropping in. All right, so now we're heading east through the Annex. And they haven't really built out the sidewalk patios here like in other neighborhoods. It's not really a necessity to keep the businesses afloat anymore. Marg H. I'll read that once it's safe to do so. Happy Friday. Get a cold one. Thank you for the $10, Marg. Happy Friday to you and to everyone else. Thanks for coming with me as I test out this new SIM card. All right, maybe I've still got plenty of battery left, but I think I'll make my way over to Avenue, and then we can try to march up that big hill. That might be kind of fun. Novell says, why do people say test out instead of just test? I don't know, sounds niftier. Ooh, red light runner. It's almost always people without helmets too. I will gladly hire that guy as my bodyguard. So here's Spadina. So I'm now backtracking a bit, but when I get to Avenue, I'm going to turn north. And for this part, when I was going in the other direction, I was a block north of here. But at least I know the connection's going to hold up. We can start branching out. I'm thinking maybe take the e-scooter over to Kipling Station and ride back along Dundas. That's kind of an interesting route. It passes through the junction. There's the Bata Shoe Museum on the right. Oh, here comes the part I was looking forward to. Sweet, fresh pavement. Oh, it's like getting a foot massage. Oh, this is so nice. I wonder if they're going to end up, I guess they can't protect this bike lane because the parking strip on the right. You think they would flip that around and have the parking to the left of the bike lane? Maybe this is just temporary. Not really understanding that design right there. Here's Avenue. All right, I'm going to do a double cross here. I'm going to walk the scooter across. Then I'm going to go the other way and turn north onto Avenue. It's 5:53. Maybe tonight's a Domino's night. Go home, order a pizza. Let's just walk it. And now we ride it. So we are heading north on Avenue. And there's a pretty killer hill coming up. When I get the e-bikes, I think I'm going to take them up Brimley and the Young Street Hogs Hollow Hill and just test both of them, how they handle that. That might make for an interesting video or two. When is sunset? Sunset is around 8:50 or so. Ian, it seems to stick at around 25. With the small wheels and the uneven surfaces, I'm not sure I'd really want to go faster than that going downhill. Woo! Lamborghini sighting. Nice. So unlike the rest of my ride, this remaining part will be not in a bike lane. And there's a YouTube channel, Cycle YYZ. It's a pretty neat channel, and he did a video on why he prefers there not to be bike lanes. And I can't lie, I kind of agree with him. When I'm cycling, I prefer to be on the road like this, not in a separated bike lane. But when I'm on the e-scooter, I think I don't have that extra gear to go any faster, so the bike lanes are sufficient. So we're now north of downtown. The very first day I got this e-scooter, when I picked it up from Tech Trendy, they're located near Adelaide and Bathurst, I rode home and this was the route I took. I headed up university all the way up to where it turned into Queen's Park and then again into Avenue Road. Yeah, 77 drifts. Do scooters come with studded tires for black ice? I don't think so, Captain Kurt. Once any inclement weather comes, I'll be riding hopefully the move-in Union e-bike, the same e-bike that I tested a few days ago, or as Novell Koss would say, tested out. Just kidding. You know what? This street up here is worth checking out. Let's take a look. Let's go down Marlboro Place. This is a really fascinating street, since we're just kind of scooting about. So we have the rail tracks on our left, and we have all these homes on the right, and they're really kind of packed in there. This kind of reminds me of Craven Road. I'm actually gonna grab a drink of water here. This is a very, very interesting street. I could even do one of my hidden Toronto videos on it. Oh, here comes a car. Let's stand on the sidewalk. And there's a racket club up here on the left. I have done one video where I walked on the street before, and that was actually a member's request. So I tacked it on to the end of another video. Trying to keep the camera angled towards the more interesting side. So that was Marlboro Place, and right at this green sign, Marlboro Avenue begins. So I think it widens up a bit. Oh, what was that? Happy birthday to Uncle Vino. Happy birthday, Uncle Vino. All right, let's take some votes. Do you guys want me to turn around and head back to Avenue and go up Avenue, or go up Yonge? Which, mind you, I already came down today. By the time I get to the end of the street, I'll make my decision. If I'm going up Avenue, I'll turn around and head along McPherson, which is the street parallel to the south of here. And if I'm going up Yonge, I'll just turn left at Yonge. What do people want to see? More Yonge, again, the most cliched street. Oh, it's the York Rackets Club. We have one vote for Avenue. 2-1 Avenue. I'm just putting along here. Okay, it looks like Avenue is winning. The less commercial. Okay, I don't need to see any more. Avenue wins. Let's head back to Avenue. Do, 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 do. That guy had a really old camera setup. So from one super interesting residential street to one really nice street. Oh. I am a dummy. McPherson is one way. Let's take Roxborough. Surely I can turn right on Roxborough. I'm not a fan of going the wrong way in one-way streets unless there's markings indicating that two-wheeled bikes, why would I say that, are able to. So this is Roxborough. And there are some very stately looking old homes on here. It's very similar to the homes you see on Bedford and that part of the Annex. A lot of big old red brick and brown brick homes. Idaho stop. And part of that creaking you hear is actually my phone on the handlebars. If you're wondering what that is. Some of it's the stem of the scooter when I go over bad roads. All right, we just went in a circle, but we checked out a really neat street on the way. Now it's time to jump back onto Avenue. Some right turning vehicles here. The right lane seems free. I will jump in. So to the left here is the start of DuPont Street. And that'll take you all the way over to the Junction neighborhood. DuPont will actually turn into Annette Street. There's some fascinating history on DuPont. And that's the street we just went along on the right. And straight ahead is the big ass hill we're about to power our way up. It's always comforting to hear the rumble of a giant truck behind you when you're on a little thing like this. It's a cement mixer, but he's actually in the lane to my left, so it won't be an issue. And up the hill we go. Some of these cars are getting a little closer than they should to me. Not all of them. I'm going a whopping 14 kilometers per hour. I have cruise control locked in. But in fairness, if I were on my single speed bike, I really wouldn't be going much faster than this. Here comes the red light at Edmond Avenue. Annabelle, I don't really like taking the whole lane unless it's really unsafe. I don't consider that unsafe. Those cars were a little too close, but nothing dangerous in my opinion. But yeah, if you're on a bike or something like this, you do have the right to take the lane. You are subject to the same rules, but I like to share it whenever possible to safely do it. So we are coming up on St. Clair Avenue in a few blocks. I've still got about 30% charge on the e-scooter battery, which should be more than enough. In fact, we could go full circle back to Eglinton Park. I think I know the route I want to follow now. Get over and let these cars turn right here. Mark remembers when I was running to the tunnels. All right, Mike Landry, have a good night. It's been a while since we've done a stream like that. And straight ahead is Upper Canada College, and I think I'll try going straight through the campus. There's a toilet, if anyone wants it. If there's any avid porcelain recyclers out there. You can't really see UCC right now because of the trees in the way, but these are right turn lanes here that I'm in. Is there a pedestrian crossing here? There is. All right, I'm gonna head north through the campus here. I'm just gonna cross with the people. Hello, Eddie Chin. Oh, it looks like they're doing... Oh, they've got Upper Canada College completely closed off. There's a whole bunch of maintenance vehicles there and a sign that says, all right, guys, I'm not going up there. I don't feel like being a badass rebel. But there's gates blocking the roadway, and there's a whole bunch of maintenance vehicles, and there's multiple signs saying do not enter, so it was an idea. We'll do it another day. So we'll just stick to, this is now Oriole, so this runs parallel to Avenue. And I'll go in this not quite a bike lane thing. Gormley. So what I can do is head straight through Eglinton, north for a few blocks, and then make a right, and then make my way right back to where I started this stream. Whoa, look at this. There's Oriole Crescent. And this is Chaplin Crescent coming up. Sorry to the car behind me for waiting for me here. What street is this? Tramner. Tranmere Avenue. This road is not in good shape. Hillside Avenue. Oh, I thought this... Okay. I'm gonna turn left here. I did sig... I wonder what has caused that. Oh, we're moving again. So apparently there's a bit of a connection issue back there. Sorry about that, guys, but thanks for hanging in. I'm now north of Eglinton on some very bumpy roads. But we're almost at the end of the stream. I am using my Speedify app, so I'm not sure if that is the culprit or not. Oh well. It's worked well enough throughout most of the stream, I guess. There is Marshall McLuhan Catholic Secondary School on the right. Good to know. And this lane, or this little protected area I'm on, just comes to an end, but I'm going to be turning right here onto Roselawn. And heading down to Eglinton Park, right where I started. See, we lost a few viewers from that connection snafu. Pump the brakes a few times, as this is a very long, steep hill with incredibly choppy roads. This is a very dangerous situation if you're not being very careful with these tiny wheels. Note to self, do not come this way too often on this thing. And we hit nice smooth roads. Whew, right over the speed bump. And this is going to take me right back to where I started. Maybe we'll do a little off-road scooting. So where I started was just straight ahead, but there's a whole bunch of people there, so I'm just going to end it here. But this is Eglinton Park. There's a lot of soccer going on here. A little bit of handheld action. There I am with my dorky helmet and my, let me get this thing off, t-shirt that I got in a cereal box. It says feeling lucky. But thank you guys for watching the stream. Sorry about the earlier connection snafu. Why did I say it like that? Thanks to everyone for subscribing. If I didn't hit 55,000 during the stream, I'll be there soon. Thanks to our mods. Thanks to the very generous super chats. Thank you, Marg. Michelle says I wear a seatbelt holder. That's the chest mount. It was Lucky Charms. All right, guys, thanks for watching. And I will catch you on the next one.